So I was scrolling on social media. I was definitely not on the toilet, just so you know. I was on my couch. And I ended up seeing on your social media, I think it was Snapchat, and there was like a red light, and I think I messaged you and said, what is going on with that? And you shared, you have a new business. So tell us about where we're at and who am I here with?
Here we are inside 125 Live with my side venture called Respira Pod. Now, this is hyperbaric oxygen therapy, red light therapy with vibration therapy, and the whole point is to reboot your body and the system and its network and basically reverse your biological age, which is something that science is now showing can be done.
Very cool. And who are you?
I'm Nick with Stationary Astronaut.
And Nick, this idea, where did it all begin for you? What led you to wanting an actual storefront and to bring it to the public?
Well, I've been a biohacker myself for years. You know, it started off with supplementation when I was 20 years old, just because I wanted alternative routes to stay young, right? And then my media company started taking on clients that would have us come in and kind of launch their technology, whether it be red light, whether it be cold plunges, saunas, cryo chambers, pulse therapy, go down the list. And then I started diving in hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers, and immediately my sleep started getting better. And then I started interviewing sleep doctors, where they would, this is before we all had wearables on, right? They were doing sleep studies and realizing if we can get people into their deep sleep, their delta wave sleep, we can prevent dementia and Alzheimer's. So then I started taking dives in these hyperbaric chambers and realizing my delta wave sleep was going up. So what that showed me is I was reversing the biological clock of my brain. So that really started having me do market research, and then it's like, oh my gosh, we could partner it with red light therapy, because near infrared and red light is not only taking care of de-aging your skin, it also goes down to your ligaments, your bones, your entire musculoskeletal system.
That's a lot going on. So now let's go inside and let's see it. And I need you to explain it even more simply for me, because that is something that is amazing, and I can't wait to learn what's inside.
I just gave you the Chat GPT. Let's go in here and give you the Respira Pod.
I love it. So as you come in, we have this machine right here. Talk us through how someone uses that machine and what it does.
Okay, so this is near infrared and infrared light. So what this is going to do is you're gonna go in here, right? So many people think that they use infrared for their skin, right? It's these dark bulbs right here that are near infrared, and those have the ability to go deeper into your body tissue. So it's literally the fountain of youth de-aging you. You do this consistently. A lot of people have a single panel at their house, which we can provide you with. But you use this technology, try to use it consistently, and you're literally de-aging yourself. And then you stand on here, you turn on this guy. So what this is doing is it's loosening up the sac that surrounds your entire musculoskeletal system, which is your fascia. So many people think that you just have a fascial network that's encasing your brain. No, you have it across your entire body. So when you're loosening up your fascia and then you're hitting it with the near infrared and infrared, you're literally de-aging your body.
And how long does someone sit in a machine such as this?
20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
All depends how many times you have to get up and go pee because of the vibration.
And then as far as how often, what do you recommend, or what is told?
Daily for red light, I would prefer. And a lot of people try to use it 3 to 5 times a week.
Okay.
But it varies, but as much as possible, because you're not getting the harmful UV rays. This is all the medicine that the sun will give you without the harmful UV rays. And what people don't understand is that when in the northern hemisphere, you're not getting all the medicine from the sun during the winter equinox. So that's why we count down our days to Easter.
Look at me, you'll understand that.
Yes.
I don't get much sun.
Yes, absolutely.
That is great. And now as we move on, so beyond this machine, what can you explain this one doing and being?
So a lot of people will refer to hyperbaric oxygen therapy for traumatic brain injuries. Joe Namath, for instance, was just on Howard Stern a few months ago talking about doing, I forget if he did 60 dives or 90 dives in a short time period. What he did is he reversed onset dementia and all the traumatic brain injuries that he had. And they know that because they do front end testing and then back end testing. And you start noticing it in things like I said, your sleep and those type of patterns. And now wearable technology partners with our Bluetooth inside these, and then you really get to see live data.
And it's something that you can continually check on, see the improvements of. How long is someone sitting in this piece of equipment?
60 to 90 minutes for these. We would like you, because it's a lower pressure level than say like the 15 ATA at Mayo Clinic, That's where you would want to use this more consistently. Instead of like a weekly dive, you would want to stack up 60 dives in 90 days, and you're really going to notice the difference in your de-aging process.
And with both of these, so in your business, are people signing up for memberships? Is it something that they can come when they set up an appointment? How does it work?
So you definitely sign up for a consultation and then do one dive, but we would like you to stack up 10 dives. That way it gives us something where a baseline, where on the front end we can see where we're at. For instance, long COVID. People are coming in here who have lost hearing in their left ear, right? We're getting to see front end testing done, and then after 10 dives, we get to see the back end testing done at your local provider, and that's where you really get to notice on paper the differences.
And what's the general cost?
So for a 2-hour session here, $95. But if you buy, like say a package of 10, we give you a dollar amount off, as well as we stack on more sessions.
And then one thing that people may not know is, do you or don't you have to be a member to 125 Live to come and use this?
No, you do not. So that's the cool thing. But it also incentivizes people to maybe consider the ones who really need this therapy at a late stage in a disease or life, where they might want to consider getting a membership at 125 Live as almost a package deal.
Right. All your health and wellness in one spot.
Yes.
So we're located off of North Broadway, Elton Hills Drive. What's your hours? How do they reach out? Where do you see you online?
Check us out right there. You can just hit up my phone, 612-816-6775. I'll also send you over the booking link. That way you can provide that to people too. And I just appreciate your time coming out. We got to give Bucky gets 10 free sessions.
Oh man, all right.
So basically,
I'm gonna be getting some sun.
You're a guinea pig. So we want to make sure that Bucky
Has
sees
anybody
results.
used this besides you?
Yes.
Okay.
Fun fact, so I had our first client back at our first location at Respira. We had Dr. Fred come in, longtime doctor here in town, okay? He had long COVID. His left ear was down to 28% hearing. After 5 sessions, we got him up to over 80%.
Wow.
Over a week and a half span, we stacked up sessions, and he just got his hearing back. Cool. And now he's cruising. And that's just one example. Aaron Rodgers used this after he tore his Achilles. LeBron James sleeps on one of these. Kobe Bryant used one after his Achilles. Peyton Manning used one after his neck surgery. So a lot of people are coming in here for not just wound care, but also fresh after getting an ACL repaired. We can really nip the healing time in half. So it's really cool, and this is a proven method that it isn't talked about enough. The cool thing about this is when you start noticing your sleep and that delta wave I talk about, that's telling me my brain is healing. And it's really cool because a lot of people come in with autoimmune disorders, former athletes who had head injuries. They all of a sudden have whether it be psoriatic arthritis, skin issues, just from an autoimmune disorder. And then we put them in here and we just start de-aging. And then all of a sudden their autoimmune disorder just disappears. It poops.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I look forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Congratulations on your new business here. Keep up the hard work.
Yes, sir.